Hey crew, hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Dee here with Creative Couture. If you are part of the crew, thank you for clicking on this video to see what I'm up to today and sticking and staying with your girl. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and become a part of the crew. Why? Because we have room for you. If you guys want to see how I made this beautiful basket, y'all, I'm going to show y'all real easy, real quick, real simple. So let's get into this video. Okay, y'all, so this is the basket. As you see, it has holes in it, no real support. The bottom is not gonna like really hold my items the way I need it to be. So first thing first, we have to make some kind of platform. Or some kind of base. So I just took a regular cardboard, cut it to size, covered it in some sticky paper I had laying around, and then I'm gonna glue it down to the inside of the basket. That will initially give my items, some support. And it won't be seen, y'all. So it really doesn't matter, what you use to cover the paper with. We're just using this as part of the foundation. So I just held it down for a few minutes and got that in there. Next, y'all, I'm going to reinforce that with some good old zip ties because I like a sturdy foundation. Your girl need her stuff to stay in place. So I just took the scissors, y'all, poked a hole through, and be careful with this because, you can't cut yourself. So take your time and get the holes the way you need them to be. Then run the zip ties through the paper and through the metal frame. I'm kind of out of frame right here, but that's what I'm doing, y'all. So running it through, and I put the zip tie so that the knot is on the underside, the bottom of the basket, in case anybody was wondering, because this is beginner friendly, and it's also a tutorial. So get your zip ties through there, secure it. There we go, nice and tight. The knot is on the bottom. Cut off the excess piece. And then we're going to keep it moving. Okay, so normally, when we make a basket, we like to stuff it with newspaper. And most of the time you probably will. And you really could do that with this basket as well. But I didn't want to. I wanted to do something different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this box right here as my platform for my items. And I'm going to use shred, y'all. And, if you just would have put shred in this basket without the box, it would not have held the items because shred is just way too soft. So what I did was I took some shred out and I took my box. And y'all, I just covered it, incognito. That is as you see, a Valentine's box from last season. It's the smallest one I had. I wasn't using it. So let's put it to use, right? So I just covered the box, glued down my shred. And I just did that on all four sides. Because at the end of the day, I don't want the box to show. I don't even want it to look like a box is in the basket because the basket is see-through. So we're playing on some illusions here. And we're making the basket appear to be something that it's really not, which is just a basket full of shred and items. So that's side number 3. And y'all, that glue is hot. I think it got my finger right there. So, and then the last side, we're going to put some shred on that. And I didn't use the lid to this box. No real reason why. I just didn't. The lid was a little wider than the box, and I like the way the box fit in the basket without the lid. So, if you want to use the lid, it's up to you. Depends on what you're working with, how much space you got. But I opted not to use the lid. And so there we have it, y'all. So I got all 4 sides covered in shred. I got the bottom of the box still open. or I should say exposed. And I'm just making sure that I have all my pieces covered because I don't want it to, peek through. So just going around and covering up those spots that are exposed. Yeah, that glue got me, y'all. But that's all right. We're going to keep it moving. Okay, so now we're going to put the box in the basket. And see, you can't even tell I used the box, right? That was the whole idea. So, once I get it in and the shred is, looking nice and full, if you want, you can go around and cut off the excess pieces, which is what I chose to do. If you like your shred looking a little wild, you can let it hang, but I like to give mine a little trim. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm going to get that the way I want it. And then I'm just going to place my items right on top of the box. So what I'm using today is going to be real simple, y'all. We just got 4 items. Going to use this body wash. And this is a body mist spray. That's a body scrub, I believe. And then we got some bath salts. And y'all, all that stuff is Dollar Tree. All 4 items. That basket came from Dollar General. It's actually a part of the Dolly Parton collection, if you were wondering. And it was last season. So if you like butterflies or you like Dolly's stuff, be on the lookout for when the seasons change and it gets marked all the way down. That basket was $8 and I got it for 90% off. So I paid 80 cents. And then, like I said, the other stuff was Dollar Tree, which turned out to be $5 because it was 4 products. So $5.80 would be my investment so far for my items. And then, if you want to add, the box I use for the platform, which I got for a penny, and then like the shred bag bow, that type of thing, you can do that. But for the most part, y'all, it was $5.80. We could add $2 and say $7.80. But anyway, that's me placing the items, kind of figuring out how I want them. Nothing has been taped down yet. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to use this glue, and I'm going to just glue it down in the middle, because that's like the heaviest item I have. And that glue is not going to hurt anything. It's going to actually pop right off when the person takes this apart. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my next item, which is this bath salts, because it is the biggest and the widest, and I want to make sure that I have room for it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in place, even though I have not secured it yet. Next would be my body spray and then my body scrub. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And again, it kind of hangs off the box a little bit. So I'm just going to glue it, where it sits on the box at, which would be enough. And once I got that in place, I'm going to go ahead and do the same for the body scrub. And that's actually sitting at an angle because I wanted the lid to show what it was. So, okay, y'all. So I got that down. I like it. Next, I'm going to go ahead and get this tape out because I do need to secure the bath salts. And I'm going to tape it around the back because we always want to try to hide our tape when we can. So go ahead and tape your items one to the other. I put the tape in the back and at the bottom. And this basket, it is kind of like heavy, not heavy, but the items, are kind of like a little weighted, I should say. So it needed it definitely needed that base and that box, or this would not work. it definitely would not work, y'all. Okay, so I got it taped down now, and this is how we looking. Cute, simple, easy peasy. Next, we're going to go ahead and add this rose for embellishment, just to kind of like, you know, top it off, give it more of a finished, polished look. And if anybody want to know, that's a rose that I ordered off of Temu. It is a foam rose. Those roses do not smash when you shrink wrap them. So unlike this, like the cheap silk flowers you may get from, like, you know, Dollar General, they will smash when you use shrink wrap. But those foam roses will not. And you can get a good deal on them from Temu, but they don't come with a lot of greenery. So save your greenery from your Dollar General flowers so that when you get your Temu flowers, you can just add it to those. All right, y'all. So now I'm going to go ahead and make the bow. And this is some ribbon that I used previous, which is why it's already off the roll. And I'm just going to twist it up. This isn't a bow tutorial video, so I'm just kind of working here, going along. And I used this butterfly ribbon because the basket had a butterfly on it, and then it matched that body spray. So just trying to tie my whole theme in together. The pink shred and then the purple rose. So you want to kind of like, you know, make your basket look cohesive, make it make sense. So I did 3 loops on each side, and I think that's going to be good enough. I'm going to put it up to the gift to make sure that it matches like the size of the gift, which is what I'm doing here. Because you don't want your bow to be too small, but you don't want your bow to overpower your gift either. So 3 loops on each side is good enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this excess ribbon off and finish this bow off. And then we're going to call it a day. If you made it this far in the video, I know you are so serious about your craft, and I appreciate y'all sticking and staying with me, watching it all the way through to the end. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Let me know if you like this content, if you want to see something else from me, if this is helping. This video is for beginners because that's who I cater to. And anybody got any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments, and I'll be sure to get back with you. So with all that said, make sure y'all like and subscribe and check me out for more content. And in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to go ahead and finish fluffing this bow. I did not wrap this on camera, y'all, but at the end of this video, I do show you the finished product. All right. And that's how we looking. And she is all done. That's a wrap. All right, y'all. Until the next video. Bye.